Hey Fit Friends, it's your coach Joy Francis of joyfitworld.com, and today we are going to talk about consistency and habits. So if you're in and you're joining me, please share this broadcast, invite a friend, all right? And it's a Q&A as well, so they can ask some questions. All right, we're still in January, so I could say Happy New Year because this is my first live for the new year, so I could still say Happy New Year. All right. Today we're going to be talking about consistency and habits, how they work together. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen one of my mindset reset videos I was talking about recently, how to build healthier habits. So this is one of my lives. I do this weekly, Thursdays, 6 p.m. inside my X Live group. Usually it's my private X Live group, but sometimes I get a little, I get really excited and I decide to share on my Facebook page sometimes. And today, well, I'm here sharing on the Facebook page. But first, let me tell you what the X Live is. The X Live is my monthly challenge. It's 21-day challenge that I do monthly, usually starting the fall and we end in the spring, right before the spring starts. Is totally at home, online, live training with me, your coach. No pre-recorded video, totally live training. I don't know what's on my shirt, but what's that? Well, who knows? Totally live training, all right, with me. So if you want to sign up for cycle 4, we're on cycle 3. This is the second week of cycle 3. And yeah, it's almost finished, 21 days. Cycle 4 is February. I may not do another cycle in March. There's so many things I'm working on, so I may not do another cycle. So if you want to get in, feel and get a taste, you can jump in on cycle 4 February. Help me out, guys. The first weekend, the first Monday in February, it starts. I'm trying to look for a calendar, but who knows where it is. Hey, Kenan, how do I build consistent habits? And when it comes to eating and working out? Yes, good question. We are going to get to that. I'll definitely answer that question. Thank you for that question. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So today I want to start off with a quote. And these lives, I try to keep it short because, we all got stuff to do. Lots of scrolling to do, but I try to keep it short. So let's see how it goes today. The quote I'm going to start off with today is by James Clear. You all know I like reading books. It's from the book Atomic Habits. It's a book I read in 2019, maybe 2019 or 2020, but it was a really good book. If you have it, you haven't read it. If you don't have it, pick it up. It's a really good book when it comes to building habits. And it says, the trajectory of your life bends in the direction of your habit. The trajectory of your life bends in the direction of your habit. So depending where your habit goes, hey Sean, depending where your habit goes, that's where your life will go. All right. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. I got notes, guys, because this young brain of mine's, I got some notes here. And in terms of consistency, there are 4 things I'm going to share with you that you're going to build consistency on. And then I'm going to answer all your questions. Don't worry. Right? To build consistency, you have to do the same thing over and over and over. And we as human beings, we are creatures of habits. Naturally, we're creatures of habits, right? So why is it so hard for us to create a new habit? Why is it so hard for us to stick to a habit? Because January comes, new year, new you, hoopla happens. We're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then 2-3 months down the line, we tend to start falling off a little bit. Why is it so hard? So 4 things. 1, focus. Right? What are you focusing on? You want to focus on what works. And we're talking about health and fitness here, guys. That's what I know. I eat, sleep, and dream. Movement and health and fitness. So what you focus on what works. All right. So if something works for you and it worked for you in the past, focus on that. Far too often we try to get into the newest thing, the newest fad, the thing that's in, what everybody else is doing, and what everybody else is doing is not, may not be work for you. So you want to focus on the stuff that works for you. For me, an example would be, I like intermittent fasting. It's something that I do off and on just because of my schedule is. It fits into my schedule and just the way I eat. I don't like to eating breakfast very early, so it works for me. 10, 11, I can have breakfast, I'm good. Right? That works for me. That may not work for somebody who has to be at work at 5 a.m. That may not work for you. You might have to do something different. So whatever works for you, you want to focus on that. Number 2, I hope you're taking notes now because this is some gems here, right? Number 2, knowing what you want and why. When I start off training my clients, there's a bunch of different steps before I even start training, before the first exercise happens. And one of the process in that is we go through, I like to call it assessment. Let's get your mind right, deep dive, however you want to call it. And one of the things we talk about is knowing what you want and why. So my client might want to lose weight. I'm not seeing the comments too much, but my client might want to lose weight. And if we don't know why they want to lose weight, no, it can't just be a vanity reason. It can't just be like, I want to fit into this. No, that could be one of the reasons, but it cannot be the only reason. Currently, I have, I have had clients who had goals in terms of, well, I want to lose weight so that my cholesterol level will go down. I want to lose weight so that I could get off a blood pressure medication. So it could be different things, right? But you got to know that why. All right, you got to know why you want to do what you want to do, whether it's getting stronger. For me, why I train for life. I train, sometimes people ask me like, when do you not train? There's days I don't train, I rest my body, but for the most part, I train all the time. I'm always moving. I'm always, doing something because that's what your body was made to do. Move. From the time you say you don't like to move, that's not even true. If you hear any noise in the background, that's Lemuel. Hello, sir. But your body was made to move. And if you're not moving, then you're not doing what your body was made to do. And guess what happens? When you don't move, your body deteriorates and, all kinds of aches and pains happen. And you wonder why, what, who, why, when, and the case. So that's number 2. Number 3, you want to know, number three, you want to celebrate small wins. Celebrate small wins. This week, I had a conversation with one of my clients, and we were celebrating her blood pressure leveling off. Her blood pressure was skyrocketed. She's on blood pressure medication, and it's at a level now. She is so excited, super excited about that because her numbers, her cholesterol, blood pressure, all these things are getting into that. All right, I'm really building a healthier lifestyle. She said, you know what? The weight is not coming off as fast, but it's okay. I feel great. Music to my ears. I like hearing that because guess what? When you reduce those things like cholesterol, blood pressure, you add some years to your life. And those are serious goals to have, you know what I mean? And too many of us, even younger people, struggling and suffering with high blood pressure, hypertension, cholesterol levels. Young, healthy looking people. So you want to celebrate those small wins, small as it is, whether your win might be a weight loss win or it might be, hey, Joy, I'm able to do 10 push-ups this week. When I started, I could only do 1. You know what I mean? 1 modified push-up or push-up on my knees. We don't call it girl push-ups over here because that's not what it is. It's called modified push-ups. But you're able to do 1 full regular push-up. That's a win. You have to celebrate the wins. And the more you celebrate the wins, the more it's going to make, you're going to tell your subconscious mind that, hey, we are doing something that's working. We're doing something that's making your overall health, your body, mind, holistic health. It's helping you to become the best version of yourself. All right. The more you celebrate the wins, the more you're going to want to wake up and do it. The more you want to, get that exercise in. And number 4, you want to develop a routine. Listen, you may not like routine. You may not like to do things with, in a certain specific way. That's fine. But develop a routine when it comes to certain things, right? Whether it's a morning routine, whether it's an evening routine, whether it's a workout routine. All of my workouts are written down, and I'm looking for one of my books here. I have tons of books with workouts written down, whether it's my workouts or whether it's my client's workout. Like, yeah, I write it down, because if I don't know what I'm doing today, or I don't know what I did yesterday, how do I know what I'm working on today? How do I know what worked? That's why, we do things like a food diary. We have smartphones. So guess what? We have so many different apps you can do so many things with. So you want to develop that routine. And I just want to share with you, I probably shared this before on my Instagram stories, my morning routine. You want to have a bomb fire, morning routine. And why you want to do that? Because you want to start your day off right. Now, if that might be possible for you, hey, you got to find a way. All right, say maybe you have to go to work at 5 a.m. Maybe that means you have to get up at 4 a.m., or 3:30 a.m. Or just squeeze in a little bit extra time in there to get that morning routine going. For me, sometimes I have clients at 6:15. I have set times that I have clients. So guess what? In order for me to start my day, I have to be up by 4:30. Because I have a morning routine that is extensive. I wake up, drink warm water, pray, meditate, like literally meditate for a little bit, read, write in my gratitude journal. There's a whole list of things that I do before I even jump on a Zoom with my clients, right? So I gotta feed and fuel my body and soul before I feed and fuel anybody else, right? So that's part of my morning routine. You want to develop a routine, and that's 4. Simple. Now, there's so many things we can talk about, but we ain't trying to make this live real long, right? So I'm going to answer Curtis' question, but let me just go over the 4 things, in terms of building consistency as it relates to your habits. Habits is things that you do over and over and over, and you can only stick to get a habit to stick by doing it consistently. All right. So number 1 was focus on what works. Number 2 was knowing what you want and why. Why you want to do this? Why you want to get stronger? Is it life goals? If it's just to run a 5K, a marathon, it's just whatever that may be. Number 3, celebrate the small wins. And number 4, you want to develop a routine, specifically a morning routine. Write everything down as much as you can, your workouts. So guess what? You can go back to them. Like, I was looking at one of my workout books today, and I'm like, wow, scrolling through stuff. Like, I don't need to look anywhere for workouts because I have a lot written down everywhere, whether it was for me or for a client, right? And before I jump to this question, let me answer Kernan's question. How do I build consistent habits when it comes to eating and working out? Hey, I just went through 4 of them. 4 of them. Now, consistent habit when it comes to eating and working out, you want to, and I just mentioned it, you want to have a workout routine. Whether you're working out with a trainer or you're working out by yourself, you want to have a schedule, dude. Like, you got to have a schedule. It can't be like, well, today, I don't know what I'm going to do in the gym, because guess what's going to happen? That day is going to come. You're going to go to the gym and you don't know what to do. And you may not even get to the gym. But if you have a routine, you have a plan, you already know, today I'm going to work legs and this is the leg workout. This, squats, this, that. Oh, and the next day, today is my cardio day and I'll work in some abs in there. For cardio, I'm going to go 15 minutes on the treadmill, 15 minutes on the Stairmaster, and I'm going to do a 15-minute hit, just there in the gym floor. Have that mindset where, in order to build that habit, you have to have that plan, because if it's not there, it's not going to be a habit. Every day you'll find yourself searching and trying to figure it out. And when it comes to eating, meal prep, meal plan, meal prep, plan. Again, there's the word P, plan. You got to plan your meals, all right? You got to plan your meals. My phone's ringing. I don't know who's that. Maybe one of those robocalls. You got to plan your meals. All right, you have to plan your meals in order to build that consistent habit of eating right, working out right. So while you plan your workout, a good day to do it is Sunday. Sunday is your down day. Sunday is to get ready for the weekday. Plan your workouts for the week. Set some meals up. You don't have to cook everything on Sunday, but you can set it up in a way that, you know what, these are my trouble meals. And what I mean by trouble meals is that the meals that you usually can't figure out what to eat. And for some people, that might be lunchtime while you're on the work. You can't figure out what to eat at lunch, so you're running and grabbing whatever. So make sure you prep that lunch. Maybe you're not a big breakfast person, and then you can, breakfast is pretty easy to do for you. But make sure you meal prep that, especially the trouble meals. Now, you don't have to do all three. Some people have the time and they do all three. For me, I'm Trini, so dinner wasn't a big thing for us. So dinner for me can be anything from some yogurt to sometimes I have cereal, like I have this oat cereal thing that I make. So for me, dinner is very light, so I don't have to prep dinner. But lunch, I always prep lunch. Breakfast is pretty easy too. I could boil 2 eggs, have some oats. That's usually my breakfast. So in order to build that consistency when it comes to eating and working out, you gotta get a plan. You gotta get a plan, guys. And I want to ask one question. Now, if you're watching the replay, because I know some people probably gonna watch the replay, and if you get to this point, we at 16:33, good, because we usually try to stay in 15 minutes. I got one question. What can you do right now to build consistency in your health and fitness journey? What can you do right now? Right now, this second is 6:17 my time, Eastern time. It's probably 7:17 somewhere. It's probably another time somewhere. And I want you to ask yourself that question, whether you're looking at this video in live, in real time, or you're looking at the replay. What can you do right now to build consistent habits, right? What can you do? Think about that, and don't think about, well, I have this goal, January, new year, new you, blah. No. I want to know what you can do right now. And it's early enough that you can maybe say you didn't meal prep for this week. No, we're already at Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. And you're probably thinking, oh, it's Friday. I don't need to prep something. Maybe you should. Maybe you should prep something for lunch. So that way you don't have to figure out tomorrow, Friday, what to eat. Maybe you should prep that. All right. Any other questions? I hope that answers your question for you. All right. I hope that answers your question. If there's no more questions, even if you have a question and you're watching the replay, guess what? I come back and I check the comments, because that's what we do, right? I'll check the comments and I will be sure to answer your question. Guys, I do these live every Thursday. Sometimes I jump on my Facebook page, but I mostly do it in my private Facebook group for my X Live peoples. You whoop whoop. Come on, X Live people, you're doing great. But I try to jump on here now and again so, I could share the information with more people. So please share this broadcast, and I thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Oh, look, see, I now see in the comments, Rahana, Julie, hey, any questions, guys? Anything? Don't say I didn't ask if you have a question, and then you're wondering tomorrow, oh, I had this question. But you can still always shoot me a DMs and ask me. I'm always, willing to help. I'm willing to answer the questions. The information is out there. It's just that a lot of us not willing to look for the information or source the information. So guess what? I'm bringing it to you live and direct right here. I will be, if you guys, you probably heard about the Clubhouse app. If you are on Clubhouse, if you aren't, I will be doing some Clubhouse more in February month, because I'm on there. I haven't done a live yet, hosted a room or whatever as yet. But if you are on there and you would like to jump on, I got a few invites. So, let me know, and I'll be doing some Clubhouse in February. So you can look out for that. So this is going to turn into a whole Clubhouse thingy-majiggy. With that, guys, if there's no more questions, I don't see no more questions. Like, you guys are probably done left me already. What? But anyways, thank you for watching. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay as well. And please share, tag a friend who needs to hear this. All right, maybe this message is going to touch them, encourage them in their journey. You never know. All right, you never know. With that, peace, love, and fitness. Right on time, 20 minutes. Boo! Y'all, I'm not silly. Laughter is life. Look, Lemuel, say hello, because you're making a whole bunch of noise all evening. That just, yeah? Like, really? Good night, guys.